When I get that feeling, I want the truthful feeling. So remember, wherever you are on the planet, I just had a nice shower now as I woke up in somebody else's energy. Once you shower, you can cleanse off that energy that was passed at you while you were sleeping in the bed. A very nice bed, I might say, in a hotel, again, because I've been targeted since 2019. Had crooked cops being sent to my old place. Again, a setup by a raging misogynist calling the cops on me. But again, they weren't the cops that I would need for my case. It would be the cops that they would need. So again, the dirty, the narcissist, the misogynist, they band together. No matter what job, whatever career they picked, whatever suit they're supposed to be putting on, their armor for the day. Remember, whatever job you're in today, that's the job that you chose. You have the choice every day to rise up and do your own creative thing where you don't need to work for a shitty company for a 9-to-5 job. You have the powers within inside you to manifest. When you do drugs, when you're drunk every day, when you hate every day, when you rage every day, when you still do everything to frame somebody else and scapegoat somebody else, again, still holding your mask. It was Lynn. It was her. And now the plan of the corrupt city backfired because Lynn, the birth name Lynn, still remains sober. She still remains medically retired, that she fought for. She still remains calm, poised. She still remains with a voice. She's still using her mess as a message, being brave. Nothing comes to somebody when they're not accountable. So again, the first thing you have to do to want a good life is to choose yourself. You can sit there all you want in your victim mentality. I haven't once. And I'll tell you right now, if you think your life's shitty, get into a meeting today and start hearing about other people and what they've gone through, because your story's not ever going to be worse than anybody else's. And in fact, it might make you a little bit more humbled today and have a little bit of empathy, narcissist, for somebody that's gone through more than you. You don't see an empath sitting there going, I've been abused for 49 years talking like that. How am I going to get out of this? And life's been so fucking hard for me. No. You see the empaths fucking going, holy shit, I blew up my life. I hung out with some really shitty people. And then they got framed and went to jail. Never drank again for drinking the last beer because jail was somewhere I didn't want to be. I didn't belong and I never wanted to be there again. Why don't you choose today, narcissist cops that are crooked? When people need you to serve and protect them, choose your new job today because you suck at being a cop. Maybe you can be smart, change your ways, go to changing ways, and then maybe you can go to a meeting and put your little sword down, your big humongous ego sword, and say, holy shit, I really blew up my life. Lynn did that too. Look at her, still sober, still not doing drugs, has a few cigarettes here and there, on being financially abused, being emotionally abused, being scared or weaponized every single night, being tortured, hair being tortured, everybody trying to make me look like I'm a prostitute on a smear campaign. But everybody knows that when somebody speaks their truth, they can tell when they're sober. And that's my mess for everybody, my mess as a message. I'm not going to lose my voice, so I'm going to keep being courageous. And I'm going to stick up for people that are being abused that don't have a voice. And I'm going to stick up for people that have lost their voice due to narcissists, misogynists, the fucking people that refuse to goddamn heal. It's getting worse by the minute, man. It's 2025. Again, scapegoatism, misogyny, racism. And again, overall, just narcissism, psychopaths. Again, thinking that it's funny to humiliate somebody and she can still come on poised now after a shower, being woken up by somebody's demons being sent to her at 4 a.m. Black magic, and people in the city are wondering why their life's gone wrong. Well, if you're dibble-dabbling in something called black magic that I know nothing about, and oh, look, might be a little bit of armpit flab, don't care. Over here, trying to make my chin look a certain way, black magic right here. It actually is killing right here. So maybe the weapons have come up now to my chin, because I mean, they've been in my hair since 2019. If you could be that confident and still not lose your voice and still have the fuck to care about other people, not the narcissists, then again, I'm the I am in my soul's purpose. Because again, I'm standing strong and tall for a new earth, which is a higher state of consciousness. And again, you don't need drugs to get a higher state of consciousness. It's just the frequencies that other content creators have made that I'm putting in my YouTube channel that somebody's still dominating over top of, still not allowing me to express myself, and still holding on to the fact that it's her. She's a dummy. She's a prostitute. She's this and that. I'm fucking celibate. I'm sober. I'm not on drugs. And I've had a couple cigarettes while I can't get a house or an apartment because somebody's still trying to paint me in their narrative. But it's all what they are. So everything somebody smeared around about me, I just observed. I started still working on myself, and I'm still going to keep working on myself, and I'm not going to let anybody affect me. But the last message I meant, that's somebody else that I spoke, that's somebody else's energy, but it's also a download from spirit, reminding me to keep speaking up for myself. Nobody has the right in a uniform, because they've done so many drugs now, they think it's okay to act out a movie scene and go into somebody's house. When somebody needed a cop back in February, and 9 officers came and still thought it was funny to smirk. So again, narcissists, bad cops. Empaths would be the good cops. But now the empaths as the good cops in London, Ontario, and probably around the whole world of corruption. Now the empaths are starting to lose their voice because the narcissists, the scum, the psychopaths, the sociopaths, they've mind-fucked people like the government, brain mapping, gaslighting, triangulating, strangulation, again, necromancy being performed on me every night, triangulation, if I didn't say that, word salads, again, the whole MK Ultra program is a word salad in my ear every night. And it sounds like the video I just watched about people that are on meth, which I wouldn't know because I've never done that drug. It sounds like if you took a deal from the shady government, the people that are on drugs now within the city, and if you're being paid by the government, again, to do drugs, to target somebody and sit with a remote control all day in a PSYOPs warehouse, using Pegasus spyware to watch people on cameras illegally, now you're all fucked up, but you're on a drug going through a torture program too. Do you get it? It's the whole mastermind's plan of the government. Now I'm sober, 8 years off of cocaine, 6 years and 3 months sober, celibate, 4 years March 19th coming up. And everything that everybody said about me isn't true at all. And I can do that. I can be okay with that because everybody can tell that I'm sober. No matter how they try to make me look when they're doing whatever they're performing on my teeth, again, nanobots, AI nanobots, chemtrails, Morgellon, black Morgellon worms, again, a remote control that can actually go into your sphincter and go into your crotch, and again, feels like a rape bot. Do you know how tortured that would be to somebody in their mind? So imagine the people that are on drugs, how tortured your mind is because the government separated everybody with religion, with unhealed barf everywhere from the narcissist still refusing to heal, just their mask. The neighbors can't see me. And again, remembering when I was a kid, don't talk, Lynn. Shh. What will they think of you, Lynn? Don't do that, Lynn. That's stupid. From a family, anytime I knew what I was talking about. They're going to laugh at you, Lynn. Again, the narcissist afraid of their own shadow, hence what brings me to this point right now. It's December 24th, 2025, and the narcissist still, whatever age you are, you've never faced your fucking shadow. But the empaths are so drunk and beat down by narcissists that now the narcissists have them and people just drunk out on the street, even for the people that haven't tried drugs. And if you're not on drugs and you're not an alcoholic, you're still a narcissist who's still pretending. And again, today's December 24th. The narcissists will go out there rushing around in traffic, spazzing while they're driving, laying on the horn, acting like a little kid who didn't get their way. But you have the right to change every day. But again, You can't. The light blinds you. The music bothers you. Anyone that's got any passion, it wasn't that good. Nah. Because you just won't fucking fix what the fuck is going on now. So now you played into the government's hand too. I need more this, I need more that. Oh my God, peeking out your windows. You're now in that stage of drugs, peeking out the window. And again, the narcissist spreading their fear, shame, and guilt around with that they live in a constant 24-hour because they just can't sit still for 1 second because they're too busy trying to target somebody else. Because again, the shame and blame overtakes their whole vessel. And if you've lied that much for 77 years and you're still holding a mask trying to paint somebody as something to get out of your own healing, you look weak. 10:55 on the timer. You are weak. You're a manipulative cocksucker motherfucker who was so afraid that they got beat so hard by a bully, the same as the empath or your parent, and now the generational curse breakers who aren't losing their voices for a new earth, a new state of consciousness, which is not a physical location, but I've decided that it is a physical location for me back in October. It was actually back a couple of years ago on my spiritual journey, because the refusal to heal with anybody else in the city is just disgusting. So for me, it is a physical location. And trying to entrap somebody in her home city so that you can scapegoat her and throw all your black magic and be mad and jealous and envy. I'm jealous of her. I hate her. I'm envious. My light, her light. The people that aren't even on drugs, her light. We hate her. And again, the cheaters still married right now, sitting in opposite ends of the house, when everybody has a soulmate out there. Everybody, even you narcissists, you had a fucking soulmate waiting out there for you, but you couldn't. The men couldn't be alone, the women couldn't be alone, and your whole life's one big fucking piece of shit. And you know it is. But you'll still go out today in the malls. I gotta buy this. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'm wrapping my presents for my mom. I'm wrapping my presents for my dad. And then you wouldn't sit there and have a prayer for the people that actually lost their parents. Because that's an empath. The people that have lost their parents, I would say, wow, they really had a great mom and dad. I hope they have a good Christmas. It would be really hard for them. And that would go out. People would know who I'm talking about right now in the city, with the people that we've lost that were the good people. So now those people that lost their good parents, they're hurting. But the narcissist will railroad over top of them too. So again, it really is you alone must stand your ground. You take a life worth nothing and you turn it around. You stand alone, yeah, that's the deal. You got yourself to count on, cause no one really cares. And when you did have somebody that cared about you, that was taken away from you too. But did I sit there going, I'm going to do more drugs and drink? No. I knew I blew up my life. I lost the best guy in the fucking world. And now somebody's in my phone keeping everything away from me. Any communication that I would want with somebody. And that's how a narcissist thinks. I don't want to be around somebody like that, man. I want a narcissist to get their fucking ass in a meeting. I want them to look at their fucking miserable family this Christmas and say, holy fuck, yeah, I am exactly like them. I should change today. But you won't. And that's why I think you're a fucking coward and I don't want to be around you. But I do need an apartment or a house. And as a sovereign being, am I right? Before my money runs out, as everybody's financially abusing me as I fought for medical retirement, for a failed back surgery and flipping over twice in a blazer in 1993 while somebody tried to kill me. A fighter, a freedom fighter. People are going to sit there, men, and be, I'm jealous. Let's get her. Listen to how you sound. You sound like a little fucking 2-year-old, but you're a grown adult now. Empty, weak, shallow, hollow, still. What will they think of me? People in their house, turn the TV down. Keep turning the TV down or just blast it. Either way, just living in fear. The narcissist can't be themselves, don't even know who the fuck you are. But targeting somebody, doing this to somebody's fucking hair, that's called a killer. It's called a cold-blooded killer. That's an intention to kill. Seeking and destroying somebody else for personal gain. Greed. That's all I have to say. to my other people out there that are bogged down by narcissists in the planet, I wish you a happy Christmas Eve. I will not be hanging out with any narcissists. I will be moving forward on my journey as I'm scalar weaponized, as I'm crucified by these awful monsters. And to my good buddy out there, I hope you have a great birthday today, because you know who you are, and my phone call probably won't go out to you. But again, another hero of our city that got off a drug 1,000,000 years ago and would do anything. You know why? Because he gives a fuck. And he would help anybody today get off drugs. But he probably wouldn't stand for pieces of shit narcissists either, because he's a real, true punk rocker. That's where it is. The real punk rockers band together. Namaste, narcissists. And I hope you fucking make a change one day before your life is over. You're so afraid of dying, you haven't even fucking lived once. Too afraid of your own everything. Namaste. And to that guy, happy birthday, buddy. Namaste.